Welcome back to the Block Runner podcast. Here's where we discuss all things crypto with a little bit of tech. I'm your host, William, along with your co-host, Iman, and as always, here are the topics we'll be discussing today. First up, we'll be doing a live reaction on the Block.One announcement. Then we'll be breaking down the new decentralized version of Twitter called Voice. Next, listen in on us discovering Decentraland. And finally, we discover another scam that you need to stay away from. Hope you enjoy. Let's jump right in. Welcome back to the Block Runner podcast. I'm here with Iman.
What up?
And we're just about to watch the announcement of the EOS update, June 1st, 2019.
Yep. And I guess that means it's happy birthday.
Happy birthday to EOS.
To EOS, that's 1 year. 1 year in the books. What's happened so far in 1 year?
Well, they haven't really said
Not
anything.
a whole lot. Just a bunch of gambling apps have been popping up in a year so far.
Well, which ones besides Augur?
There's like EOS Dice. There's EOS.
Oh,
they have like
I haven't even heard of that.
Really?
Yeah, no.
There's actually a ton of gambling applications and gaming video games. Look, I want to look this up. Wait. EOS Nights. I've heard a lot about this game.
I've not heard not a thing.
Well, I wish your brother was here because he's like a game guy, right?
Yeah.
I would like his opinion of this video game. Just check it out. Yeah,
on this video or the website?
Just anything. I don't know. Let's just see what it's about. I've never even seen what it looks like. But the cool concept is this video game where you can actually make money playing.
What is up? This is Diggy.
Kind of like how Steam It, right? Like you can make money just by posting articles on Steam It.
Blockchain called EOS. You have two options. You use the
Look, that looks like a legitimate mobile game.
materials which you pull up your item. You need
So I'm just forwarding through some of this stuff. I just want to see kind of what it looks like.
time. It seems like
It's a turn-based game, which I would expect actually from blockchain, since blockchain tends to be
turn is like a
very
transaction,
slow.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Imagine if you try to make Counter-Strike on blockchain. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like
I don't
every
know.
little movement, is that like a transaction, or I don't understand.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I would think that a sort of like a decentralized application would be a peer-to-peer Counter-Strike, where you're not logging into servers. You're just sending each other data, like position of a player, angle of the shots, and it's just being traded between computers.
Everything, right? Like the data, just the scenery itself is data, isn't it? Like everything.
Yeah.
Everything that's in code, right?
Yeah, but I think what you would be trading with each other is just like the position of all the characters on the map, whether or not each character has a certain amount of ammunition.
Just like so like if you were to download this game, it's kind of like if you want to be like a Bitcoin. No, like if you don't have to become like a node or something to play these games, right? You should just be able to download the game and
Do you remember Halo, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was an update to Halo. Maybe it was like Halo 3 or Halo 4, where you're in the game on the console. You can record everything you're doing in the game. Do you remember that?
In the game,
You can record everything. So what was recording was not the actual screen. It was recording like the positions of all the assets within the game. And so when a warthog exploded, the explosion wasn't recorded, but the recording was the assets in its position in time. So the actual recording ended up being relatively small. It wasn't gigabytes of data that you recorded. It was more like megabytes.
So you're just recording events?
Yeah, it's like events, but like positions. You're recording numbers, basically. Coordinates,
okay. What's the point of that?
And because the data is smaller.
I know, but why would you want to?
So the reason why I bring this up is because in a decentralized game, maybe you're recording, really small data, and then you're just sending that data to all the players within the game, and you're not depending on a server. So that's how I would think about it, but I could be wrong.
Just look up EOS Nights, like something short. Or let's go to the website. Let's see what that looks like. It's the first mobile game that runs on the EOS blockchain. You can download this right now on your app store and start playing. That's what I want to know. Like, do you have to buy EOS to play? No.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's play now.
Maybe I should just download it. But
yeah, it's an iOS install. And it doesn't appear like it's ready. It's in the US.
What do you mean?
It's like it's in the Apple ecosystem, but it's not in the US. But let's see.
Oh, yeah?
Let me look it up real quick.
Well, but yeah, this is pretty much what's happened in a year. Like June 2018. Was it 2018? Yeah, June in 2018 is when the blockchain launched, and here we are a year later. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lot of announcements because, you know, Block.One has been kind of ghosting the community for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really said much, and I don't blame them. Like, what's the point of coming out with like major announcements during a bear market?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like not going to influence the price at all. So what's the point? Might as well hold on for that information. So they've been kind of just like an invisible force.
EOS Nights not available on the American App Store.
Okay, so it's like a Chinese game.
Yeah,
which makes sense. EOS is super popular amongst Chinese. Like every month, like some Chinese organization, I think it's related to the government. They have like a crypto ranking 1 through 10 or something, and EOS is consistently number 1 in their books every single month.
Why?
They just love it, dude. I don't know. You can Google that. I can tell you why. EOS is number 1 in my heart, but
I like EOS too.
But they put Bitcoin like all the way down, like every time, like rank 12 or rank 15 or something like that. China does not like Bitcoin.
Interesting.
Maybe because it's a little too decentralized, and Chinese really like control things.
Yeah, that could be it.
I don't know.
But if you're in the Korean and Chinese iOS store, it's available for you.
So yeah, in the last year, there's been a lot of video games, a lot of gambling apps. There's been a lot of talk about social networking apps coming to EOS, and that's apparently what the big hype about this announcement we're about to listen to.
Yeah, what are the rumors that you've been hearing?
So Bloomberg already published an article about a couple hours ago, like claiming that this whole announcement is going to be for a social networking app called Voice, which is apparently a Twitter competitor, the decentralized version on the EOS blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
That's not confirmed. I don't know who Bloomberg got that leak from, but I guess we're about to find out here once the actual announcement comes live. But Dan Larimer got on Telegram last night, and he was like, dude, he was throwing like some serious shade at Vitalik, dude.
Oh, really?
Like for real. I don't know why he does that, man. Like he
out of nowhere?
No, like, yeah, like kind of like Vitalik is like Ethereum's going down tomorrow type shit, like rip, you know, like rip, prepare your anus type shit. You know what I mean? It's like once we announce what we got up our sleeves, like Ethereum's Dunskies, which is cool. Like I like a little cockiness, right? But
yeah.
You know,
Vitalik isn't doing that though.
Yeah, Vitalik, he's got the heart of a fucking angel, I guess. I don't know what his deal is. He doesn't want to talk shit, but he's all brains. But so this is gonna be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to this because this is a speculative event. Like if you want to, well, it's too late. You're not gonna be able to do it. Yeah,
I mean, nobody really knows who's gonna win out in this crypto game. I mean, it might be Bitcoin, it might not be.
Yeah,
nobody knows.
You got to think Block.One has. I mean, they raised $4 billion from their ICO, the year-long ICOs, the most money any cryptocurrency project has ever raised.
Yep. They
have some big-ass investors behind them, Peter Thiel, Mike Novogratz until recently. Yeah. You know, a bunch of big names. So we'll see. You know, there's got to be a reason why Peter Thiel went to a meeting with these guys, and whatever Block.One pitched to him, he liked it enough to invest in it. You know, this is a very reputable investor, dude. He's not going to attach his name to something. Yeah, that's doo-doo. Oh, shit, it's coming on. All right, here we go.
Hello, everyone. What an incredible year it's been.
There you go.
We're so happy to have all of you here with us today.
This is
2.5 years ago, when Block.One was born, we had big ambitions for big software and big change. But today, what we're most thankful for is our big community. It's all of you who have made this possible. There's nothing I'm personally more proud of than the collaborative spirit of Block.One and EOS and the collective output of our software and your ideas. Now, today we want to show you what Block.One's been working on over the last year.
Very Steve Jobs-esque. The black
partnerships,
shirt, long sleeve.
This is not better.
Let's
not
get
be
it started,
3 hours long.
and welcome to B1 Gym.
I think it won't be 3 hours long. It might be like an hour or something. Like the event started at 6. Oh, here comes Dan there.
Thanks, Brendan.
This is the actual creator of the blockchain.
I am super happy to be here today and want to wish a happy birthday to the EOSIO community. A year ago today, we released the EOSIO open source protocol. And in just 1 year, I'm proud to say that EOSIO has become the fastest, most scalable, and most active blockchain software in the world. The EOS public blockchain currently makes up more than 60% of all blockchain transactions. It also accounts for over 48% of the daily active blockchain users. So thank you, community.
48% globally?
We built the software, but you all adopted it and made use of
daily
it.
active users?
Thanks to the rapidly growing
What does that even
group
mean?
of
That means that
talented
anybody who
developers,
touches a
block
blockchain
producers,
is
and influencers
48%
today.
of them are EOS.
The EOS.io platform is
just look at
becoming
Blocktivity,
the
dude.
home to the
Oh,
most
that's true.
impressive
Yeah, let me
applications
look
in
that up.
blockchains. As most of you know, mass adoption of blockchain technology has always been a goal of ours. And I believe that requires education.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
dude, EOS is smoking everything.
Both for the technical developers
And that's these gambling
and
addicts, pretty much.
non-technical users.
Bunch of degenerates gambling
We spent
on
a lot of time
EOS.
thinking about how we can start
Tron.
educating.
Yeah,
Today, I'd like to announce
Tron.
an education program that helps spread EOS.io to millions of users.
Tron pretty
That
much
is the
took
EOS Earn
Dan
program.
Larimer's technology and created
Please
their own
join me in
application.
welcoming Balaji and Tim from Coinbase to the stage to tell you more about EOS Earn.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, Coinbase has entered the stage. Let's see what they have to say.
Good evening. My name is Tim Wagner, and I'm the Vice President of Engineering for Coinbase and the inventor of AWS Lambda.
And I'm Balaji Srinivasan, former CTO for Coinbase. And
Actually, Coinbase is going to announce a decentralized
Thank you for
exchange on
inviting us here to
EOS
update
right
the
here.
EOS.io community on what we've been working on. We're at a really interesting juncture in the evolution of the blockchain sector. At the same time that crypto is becoming more popular, navigating this industry is also becoming harder for both individuals and organizations. It's more important than ever that we build bridges to the crypto economy for participants at all points on the economic spectrum. Mainstream investors want a trusted, easy-to-use place to buy, sell, and discover cryptocurrencies. For these investors, we offer our flagship retail product, Coinbase. Meanwhile, advanced traders demand access to a wide variety of cryptocurrencies and more sophisticated tools to act decisively when the market moves.
Very true.
For these customers, we offer Coinbase Pro. On April 8th, we added EOS order books to Coinbase Pro, and I'm happy to announce that as of this week, EOS is also available on our flagship product. Now, even though these two products serve different demographics of the trading market, all the assets that Coinbase makes available to trade meet the very high bar we set in our digital asset framework. Let's take EOS as an example of that process. Behind the scenes of EOS showing up as a tradable asset on Coinbase, we perform a deep assessment of the security, governance, and scalability, in this case of the EOS.io platform. Then our legal compliance and market health teams apply extensive due diligence, and those results are combined using our industry-leading analysis framework. Approving EOS for trading on our flagship product, as for all the assets we support, is the culmination of many hours of analysis and assessment, and reflects the high quality of this team and its code base.
Coinbase's goal is to build the safe, trust, and legal
This
bridge.
guy's way too relaxed, dude.
We get there in part by adding new digital assets. We also get
Look
there
at this
by
motherfucker's
innovating
stance,
ways
dude.
for
Like, he gives no
users to
fucks.
obtain
You gotta
digital
bend the
assets.
elbows at 90 degrees,
Thinking
man.
about
He's not
this
even
is
wearing
if
a
we go back to
belt,
when the
dude.
Bitcoin protocol launched back in 2009. The first several years of cryptocurrency, people primarily earned it by mining cryptocurrency. Once exchanges started to launch, people were able to buy cryptocurrency. And now we think that over the next several years, in 2018, 2019, and beyond, people will be able to earn cryptocurrency. And unlike mining or buying, there isn't a technical or financial barrier you should be able to earn if you're a human. And we announced Coinbase Earn last year, and in that time, over $100 million worth of cryptocurrency is being made available to Coinbase users to earn through Coinbase.
Yeah, $100 million in
Users have
$2.
completed tasks,
Like,
watching videos.
If you
and
watch
more
a
than 3
1 minute
million
video, they'll give you $2.
watches
Worth of
videos
crypto,
have been
right?
Yeah,
pulled.
worth of crypto.
And we have, in just May alone, had more than 150,000 individuals around the globe who have participated in Coinbase Earn and onboarded into cryptocurrency by earning it. In fact, just earlier this month, we made Coinbase Earn available across more than 100 different countries, even in places where buy and sell support is not yet available. The goal here is to enable millions more people to learn about blockchain and earn cryptocurrency with Coinbase. Towards that end, I'm excited to announce that Coinbase
Will improve. I'm also excited to share today that EOS will be available in the coming weeks on Coinbase Custody. In closing, we see EOS as an important asset across the Coinbase ecosystem. We'll build liquidity and legitimacy for institutional players with Coinbase Custody. We'll meet the needs of advanced traders with Coinbase Pro, and we'll educate retail investors on the vision for EOS.io in our flagship product. Thank you for helping us build a safe, trusted legal bridge to the crypto economy.
So this is basically just Coinbase introducing EOS onto their platform.
Now I'd like to invite Dan back
nothing
on
crazy. Oh, no wonder the price isn't going ham, dude. This is pretty normal. But you know what's crazy, dude? If this was 2017,
collaborating with industry leaders,
when you get on Coinbase, you're like,
isn't all that
10,000% increase.
Yeah.
I'm also excited to show off
anymore.
what our team of engineers have been working on this past year. So I hope you don't mind if I get a little bit technical now. Let me introduce you to the upcoming EOS.io 2. With enhanced performance and support for the latest web authentication standard, EOS.io 2 will make using blockchain applications easier for the masses. EOS.io 1 uses WebAssembly engines, optimized for browsers and standards development, not for blockchain. So we decided to create our own, designed from the ground up with blockchain in mind. We call it EOS VM. This is a WebAssembly engine designed specifically for blockchain. When we released EOS.io a year ago, we used binary engine. 6 months later, we doubled the performance of EOS.io by switching to the Wabbit engine. With EOS VM, we believe that we can now execute WebAssembly 12 times faster than when we launched EOS.io a year ago. This is important because the single biggest bottleneck for blockchain is the speed with which you can execute smart contracts. EOS VM lowers the cost and increases the scalability of blockchain applications built on EOS.io. It's designed to meet the high demands of blockchain applications, which require far more from a WebAssembly engine than those designed for web browsers or standards development. In the blockchain world, any non-deterministic behavior, unbounded computation, or unbounded use of RAM can take down a blockchain for everyone, not just a single user. Single-threaded performance, fast compilation and validation, and low overhead calls to native code are critical for blockchain security. While EOS VM was designed for blockchain, we believe it is ideally suited for any application looking to embed a high-performance WebAssembly engine into their code. Existing libraries incorporate large code bases that are difficult to audit to the degree that is required by smart contracts. This is why EOS VM is designed as a lightweight, header-only library. EOS VM will be the new default WebAssembly engine in EOS.io 2.0 when it's released later this summer. This means that EOS.io can support more users doing more transactions than ever. So the next thing I want to talk about EOS.io 2 is support for WebAuthn. One of the single largest problems with blockchains is people have.
We've had this conversation before. Like,
who fundamentally change
is advancing the technology of the blockchain?
Instead of passwords,
I guess you're right. It seems like Block.One is behind it all.
WebAuthn standard was adopted by all the major
web browsers. What's coming out with these virtual machine and stuff. I thought they were kind of like.
Unfortunately, this standard was not compatible with existing blockchains, and we knew that had to change. This is why EOS.io 2 will support signing transactions with WebAuthn, and therefore with any web browser and your YubiKey. To tell you more about WebAuthn, I'd like to welcome Yubico's Chief Product Officer to the stage.
It's great to be here today. We at Yubico have one mission, and that is to make your online life secure. With a security key like this YubiKey, I can protect my online accounts, I can protect online servers, I can protect my devices in a way that's vastly more secure than passwords will ever be able to secure them.
Agreed.
Because these keys are so secure, we've seen wide adoption. Large tech companies like Google, Facebook, Dropbox, but also agencies of the federal government are using these keys to protect critical infrastructure. They're very effective. Google recently came out with a case study where they showed that 0% of the accounts were protected with a security key were compromised. But it's not only for corporations, also for consumers. I was a big fan and user of YubiKeys long before I joined the company, just protecting my own Gmail account or my Facebook or my Twitter account. We sold millions of these keys to over 160 countries. Now, as Dan mentioned, there's currently a big disruption happening in the authentication space, and it's WebAuthn. At Yubico, we started work on next generation authentication protocol back in 2012. And the culmination of that effort is WebAuthn that we developed together with Microsoft, Google, and others. This year was ratified by the W3 consortium. It's an incredibly well-designed protocol. Today, it's supported in all of your major browsers, so everybody has this already, and I can promise you, you will use it.
You know what this is?
In the future.
YubiKey?
Yeah.
Now, WebAuthn
It stores your private keys
as an
for
authentication protocol.
logging into Facebook, Twitter.
Part of the authentication mechanism.
How to use it?
It's actually a signature
So
created.
those websites,
I always love it if
they
somebody
send
takes an existing
some
technology
message
and
to
then
your
uses it for
YubiKey,
something else.
and that YubiKey has a private key that's assigned to you.
Innovative,
So if you sign that message with that private key and you send it to Facebook, they authorize it and then you're in.
use it for blockchain.
What does the actual device do?
I'm really
It just
looking
stores the
forward
private key.
to their continued work, and want to pass it back to Dan.
Oh. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
With WebAuthn, your blockchain account keys can be tied to a particular domain and device. This creates accountability for how blockchain-powered web applications propose transactions for your approval. YubiKey ensures easy-to-use, strong authentication. The signing key is generated inside the key and never leaves the device, even if someone else gets the physical access to the device. It has protections against tampering and extracting the key. This is an incredibly strong way to protect your keys.
I agree.
I'm happy to announce that everyone in attendance today will get a free EOSIO branded YubiKey.
Yay.
So, EOSIO 2
Nobody
for us
cheered.
and the community is just the
free
next
keys.
step in making EOSIO the fastest, most scalable, and most usable blockchain software in the world. Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome Brendan back to the stage. I hope everyone's having a good time. As you can see, we're really excited about all the advancements being made to EOSIO. But something else that's always been important to us, something we've mentioned in the past, is leveraging the capabilities of EOSIO to build new types of applications that just haven't been possible before. Before I get into it, I want to take us back a little bit to how we got here today. I want to go back to 2008.
Price is still stable.
The stock market crashes.
Nothing exciting.
So does our trust.
The market
banks,
is not
and the financial system is
happy or sad. They're just kind
for
of
a
like
century
waiting.
now. Money's revolved around these 100-year-old institutions. Yet here we are watching Wall Street buckle overnight. And as a society, we start waking up to the fact that these financial institutions, the ones we've been taught to trust our money with, the ones we've been taught to depend on for day-to-day life, they just haven't been dependable or trustworthy at all. And real people are paying the price. So all of a sudden we start wondering, is there a better way? A fair way for this whole system to function? Innovators get to work, and in a matter of months, Bitcoin is born. Cryptocurrency is born. Now it sounds quite technical, but it's really just visionary. Cryptocurrency enabled a new approach to money, commodities, and finance in general. One that didn't depend on invisible middlemen and can be built and run by its users through transparent systems, checks, and balances. And we all know what happens from there. It just takes off. But amidst this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency boom, Block.One focuses on even a bigger opportunity, the technology it's all built on, the blockchain. And blockchain isn't just for finance. Shipping, healthcare, those drones that will soon be delivering your dinner. Virtually anything the internet touches, blockchain can improve by making the data systems underneath run more securely and transparently than ever. So in 2017, we break blockchain out of the cryptocurrency world, and we build EOSIO, the world's highest performance blockchain protocol, and now the world's most used. It has one goal: to make blockchain technology available to all, so anyone can leverage its benefits to rebuild and restore trust in the systems we all rely on. And that's sort of what we've been up to ever since, building a framework that enables people to create a better world. Now let's fast forward to today. Governments and brands are already beginning to tap into blockchain, and it's revolutionizing how organizations work. But amidst this extraordinary progress, our attention has been captured by a larger social problem stemming from outdated technology and outdated business models.
Yet another broken system that we all rely on every day. Social media has not been a good friend to us. And as in 2008, real people are footing the bill for what an elite few have decided are the rules of engagement. From data theft to misinformation to rampant cyberbullying, the costs are all too real. And people are upset. Regulators are trying to keep up with a smattering of penalties, lawsuits are being filed, and social giants are scrambling to make things right by their users by professing new sets of values seemingly overnight. But the fact is, you just can't rebuild a house when the foundation is crumbling. The truth is social media was designed to use its users. Just look at the business model. Our content, our data, our attention. These are all extraordinarily valuable things. But right now, it's the companies, not the users, that reap the reward. And by design, they run by auctioning our information to advertisers, pocketing the profit, and flooding our feeds with hidden agendas dictated by the highest bidder. So we're rewriting the formula. We're breaking through the smoke and mirrors, and we're blocking out the hidden players.
This is voice,
We're
right?
leveraging the
More
EOS
likely.
public blockchain to build a more transparent and aligned social media platform for the world. And here's what I mean by that. We're building a platform where users directly benefit from their ideas and engagement, where the value of good content gets circulated right back into sustaining the community, not just corporate bottom lines. In other words, what we're aiming for is a truly self-sustaining economy of thoughts and ideas, where what's good for the platform is good for the users too. We're building a platform where real people
memes are gonna
connect
be out
with
of control,
real
dude.
people,
If you start making
not
money for
bots
coming up
and
with
not
good
hidden
memes.
trolls.
Hell yeah.
The bottom line is,
That's what this is
social
all about,
media is
dude.
where the majority of discourse
Yeah, the more
and
shares, the more
sharing
money.
happens today.
The more thumbs up you get,
It's
the
never
more
been more
revenue
important
you
to know
get.
that who we're interacting with and who we're getting our information from is a real person who's accountable for what they share.
They better
We
be
built this
launching something
accountability into the
today so we can download it.
And finally, we're building
look
a
that up.
platform where everything, from who backs content to how content surfaces, is out there in the open for everyone to see. This transparency is one of the beauties of blockchain, and we've made sure it was a core part of the experience. Everyone, the user, the contributor, the platform, plays by the same rules. No hidden algorithms and no hidden agendas. Just a level playing field where everyone gets an equal chance to be heard. And we call it voice.
Yep. Damn, how
There it is.
Bloomberg got the leaks correct.
So this is what $4 billion brings us.
Yeah.
A social app.
Now to show you a little bit about how all this comes to life,
This is a
let
teaser.
me invite Dan back on the stage.
Dude, you gotta watch
Thanks,
Silicon
Brendan.
Valley.
What?
This is exactly it.
Social media was intended for good, putting people in charge of what content they see and share. Through social media,
I like
we
that
learn
logo.
what other people
I like
think,
the color scheme.
but it's become less
It's
about
very-
what you want to see
Looks like
and
ours.
more
funky, yeah.
about what big companies, anonymous bot operators, and internet trolls want you to see. We're here to change that. And guess what we're going to use to do that? The voice token.
They trademarked.
We believe everyone
voice.
deserves a voice. This is why the voice token has the fairest token distribution in the world. It isn't created by buying it or burning electricity. It can only be created by real people producing real content liked by real people. When you participate, you earn. The voice token is used to reward unique users, content creation, and content discovery. And you use these rewards to raise your voice on the platform. On a lot of social media platforms, setting up an account is pretty fast and loose. You come up with a username and password, provide an email and phone number, and you're in. But if we've learned anything from the trolling, catfishing, and bots, it's that not verifying your users can have some pretty dire consequences. So, what are we going to do about that?
Identity.
Voice uses a multi-step authentication process that is designed to make sure that every single account on our platform belongs to a real person. It's designed to prevent abuse. Bottom line, it seeks to ensure that real people can actually talk with other real people on our platform. And because we have real people, Every single day, you get new tokens in your account just for showing up. So let me show you how this works. After I've proven I am, in fact, Dan Lerner, I can log into Voice. Now I can go and do what we do on all social media platforms. I share content that matters to me. That content can take any form on Voice, whether it's a long-form think piece, a video, a photo, or maybe a short blurb about something that's personally interesting. After I've posted my article, others who find it can like it. Unlike other platforms where the like benefits the platform owner and not the author, our platform rewards the author with more Voice tokens. The more users who like what you say, the more you earn, and the more visible your content becomes. Bot armies and anonymous trolls cannot manipulate this. Therefore, they cannot manipulate you. So what can you do with the Voice you earn? You can use it to increase the visibility of your own content, or use it to allow others to discover the content you find valuable. So I come across a post, and I decide to comment. After I comment, what if I want to increase the visibility? Then I voice it. This will cost me some of my Voice tokens and move my comment up to the top. This increases the visibility of Brendan's article and, at the same time, my comment. So you don't need 1 million followers to have an impact. You can use your Voice tokens instead. And if someone else decides to voice their comment above your own, then you'll get your Voice tokens back and some extra too. So on a platform level, it's the people, not the editors or the algorithms, who are directly deciding what makes it to the top, which ideas get voiced, if you will.
So he who spends the most Voice tokens gets to the top.
Top of what? Just like
the screen.
Like an Instagram, like hot, like what's trending type shit?
Yeah.
So what does
doesn't this mean like people with money just have more power?
Yeah.
We'll get a free EOS account that they can use.
Freaking Kanye would be at the top all the time.
It also means that other applications on the EOS public network can now create identity-enabled applications. Identity enables a whole new social media experience. And we know that blockchain-based identity will revolutionize much more than social media. This changes everything, and we cannot wait to see what people do with it. With that, I'd like to invite everyone to come take a closer look at the platform after the show, and or sign up for our beta on our website, voice.com. Thank you, everybody, and have a great evening.
Voice.com.
That was the whole thing?
Oh, shit. That was like 15 minutes long.
Oh, dude, the price is dumping.
Dude, wow. Voice.com is down.
It's down?
Yeah.
How many people got on there? Wow, this isn't good.
That was it?
That was it, dude.
15 minutes just to announce a social media application.
Wow. Well, people are not happy. We're down 8%, boys. Let's see how bad this tanks the price. See, this is the problem. When you hype events for months, literally months.
Well, this is 12 months. I mean, 12 months of no data.
Yeah, like 12 months of like, they haven't said anything, but it's very frustrating. And like Larimer intentionally like deceives his own community. Last night on Telegram, people were asking him like, hey, there's leaks about your voice, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the big announcement? And he's like, and he says things like,
you'll have to tune in.
No, like so far nobody has guessed correctly. That's what he said. Literally those words out of his mouth onto his keyboard. Saying like he hasn't seen anybody predict yet what they're going to announce. Horseshit.
Yeah.
Like they literally announced nothing, extraordinary.
The only thing that they announced is a social media app that doesn't really have algorithms.
Yeah.
Kind of like YouTube. We've all heard about the YouTube algorithms. Right? Some of the stuff that should be trending isn't trending because of the algorithms. And so in Voice, if you have voice tokens, you can pay for your tweet.
The way you generate these tokens is through your content, basically. Or I'm assuming if there's a marketplace for them, you can just go buy a fuck ton of these tokens.
Yeah, for sure.
And just deposit them onto your voice account or whatever.
Yeah, I guess every time you sign in, you just give you voice tokens and then...
Which is retarded. That's kind of like diminishes the value of them if everyone's just getting them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want the value of your token to be like awesome?
But then how do you earn more tokens? I mean,
you gotta create good posts.
Interact with it?
Huh?
They interact with it, like it, and then you get more tokens?
I think so. I wonder if you have to like spend your own tokens to like things, or I wonder. That's weird.
Dude, we need to sign up, man. We need to be the first ones on there.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that. But just let me know.
It's just a website. It's all jacked, man.
That was very underwhelming though. This is typical. This is every crypto what's the word I'm looking for? Conference, announcement, whatever.
Hype.
Like they're announcing a project, but that doesn't mean it's going to be anything successful, or this isn't like a major partnership or anything. They're just going out on a limb, like we're going to just start our own social media platform, like 1,000 other people are trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With $4 billion, you expect, some kid out of fucking high school could do this, like start his own app. This isn't anything extraordinary from the leading blockchain developer in the world. Like, God damn it. Come on, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the underlying infrastructure of this application is blockchain, and the way to get up, the way to get your, I don't know, it's like tweets. It looked like a Twitter app where you just like post some text and then you can have that text rise to the top so everybody who logs in gets to see, what you're saying.
I guess their big shtick is that they don't want interference.
Which I agree with.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I want to see what most people are talking about. I don't want to see what Twitter thinks I want to see.
Damn. Well, oh my God. The price is at 7.5.
I'm glad it wasn't 3 hours long, though.
Yeah. Well, still, this is hugely disappointing.
Yeah.
Hugely disappointing.
Well, I mean, part of what could be contributing to EOS's price is Bitcoin, and that's also going down. But
is it?
I mean, its high for today was 5,600, and now it's at 5,330.
See, the feeling I have right now is the same feeling I had when I watched season 8, episode 3 of Game of Thrones. If anybody, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's a feeling of like
equal disappointment.
Yeah, it's just complete shock from the same thing these Game of Thrones writers did. They built something up for years.
Yeah.
They built up this hype for this grand event that's supposed to go down in the show.
Yeah,
and then once they present it to you, it's just straight crap.
Well, the reason why it's crap is because they raised $4 billion.
Well, yeah, for EOS is that, and again, they hyped it up so much.
There's got to be something that you can do with a blockchain that you couldn't otherwise do.
Well, but they don't need to host these giant events to announce this shit. Just fucking announce it.
Yeah.
And like I said, anybody could do this,
Yeah, they could have been a simple tweet. It says, new social media platform, voice.com, sign up for beta.
Yeah.
Tweet it. That's it.
See, shit like this is what makes like the cryptocurrency space as a whole look kind of like a joke to outside, to Silicon Valley in particular, tech, the real tech sector. They see shit like this, like, man, what a clown show, because these projects have so much money. They spend most of it on just to look cool, you know what I mean? Like that stage, like baller as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that whole stage. Yeah, that whole stage for 15 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Just the presentation, it's like it looks amazing, right? It looks like some Apple shit, like some top of the line, like giant tech companies presenting the next Apple product. And then we get this. So I understand why the price is completely tanking, which is sad day. I think EOS looks like it's probably going to go back. It's going to go down to like sub $5 probably for a while.
But even voice.com is not even live. So what are they doing?
Yeah, you have to sign up for a beta. They literally just announced. That's, I don't know, man. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But the thing they have is just, so they announced they're working on this app. With the amount of money they have, there's a good chance it'll be a successful app in the future, more than likely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they'll have tons of money to market it.
You have 4 billion chances to come up with something that sticks.
Exactly. Like if there's competitors out there trying to create the same thing, good luck, because you're competing against a big name like EOS or Block.One.
Well, yeah. I mean, we saw Blocktivity, and everybody seems to be using EOS.
True. If this app does perform, well, and it gains like a good market share, takes away a good market share from Twitter, and users, like regular everyday users, start using this thing called voice without even realizing they're using a blockchain. That's kind of like the killer app scenario everybody's been waiting for, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But that's going to take some time. And that's the thing. If you're an investor, you don't want to wait. You want like good stuff. You know, like Bitcoin Satoshi Vision went up 100% one day off of like lies, you know?
Yeah.
And then here's like an actual announcement of like an actual product and price is going down. So the market doesn't want to hear shit like this. They want to hear lies.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that the voice token is based off the EOS protocol. And so eventually we should see it trading. Or maybe not. So maybe
it's a token, right?
Yeah, it's a token.
It's just a token.
Yeah, you should be able to sell it
through the EOS blockchain.
Yep.
Just like if you were to issue a token through Ethereum, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So it'll be on the marketplace eventually, and it'll fluctuate in value just like every other token does.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens.
As it should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Steam it. You know, Steam has Steam dollars or whatever. If you use Steam it, you get paid to contribute articles and whatnot. Man, but yeah, that was very disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, come on, $4 billion.
Yeah, we expected more, but what can you say?
All right, well, that covers EOS.
Yeah, that was it. That was, I think, right?
Yeah, and this week we had a rise in Bitcoin up to $9,000, right?
Yeah,
and so what happened once it hit $9,000?
Well, of course, all the Vegeta memes came out, like all the over 9,000 memes, but those things didn't last too long. I think about 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
the price was over 9,000, and it just completely got rejected.
Yeah, I saw it live.
Me too.
I was watching it go up and then it just went down.
Just straight rejected, like hard too. I think it went all the way down to 82 or maybe like 81, 82, somewhere around there. It was a good dip.
Yeah,
it was about $1,000. You know, so I mean, you could speculate as to why that happened. You think, you know, like the trading algorithms went ham. Some look at that. You see that BART formation right there?
Yeah.
See, this is this thing I was talking about like earlier in the podcast. Like this sideways looking shit is not a normal looking pattern, right?
Yeah.
Like this violent rise up, trade sideways for a long period of time, and then just go straight down again. So a lot of people speculate this is another short squeeze, you know.
See this. So I read this before, but I had speculated that this might have what happened. So when it reached close to $9,000, I think it triggered a lot of the stop losses, not stop losses, but
just sell
the sell triggers. Yeah. And as soon as it triggered, there's a whole lot of people who automatically sold their Bitcoin at $9,000, and so it sort of crashed.
Cascaded yeah, I can see that. Just cascaded it. Yeah, maybe people saw that and they started panic selling, and it just triggered a whole.
Yeah, and it didn't even go that far. I mean, CoinMarketCap is saying 8,200, but it sort of recovered a little bit, about 50% from there. So it wasn't a huge, you know, scare. Now, had it crashed all the way down to 7,000 or below 7,000, now we're talking.
But so yeah, the market's hovering around 8,600 like it has been for a few weeks now, or a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that the next stop is going to be closer to $10,000 or $11,000, and since we already kind of bypassed the 9,000 range and cleared everybody's profits from there, I think the next stop will be closer to 11, and then it's just going to go down.
It could.
There's no way it goes past 11.
I don't think. I think we're at the top, honestly.
Right now.
I think we saw the top once it got super rejected at 9,000. I think that was
that was because it's computers.
Still, I just don't think there's going to be any kind of pressure to break through there again.
I disagree. Here's why. People that are coming in now, they're going to see, oh, Bitcoin was at 9,000. Now it's at 8,400. That seems like a good buy. And then it's just going to keep going up.
No, dude, that's not how it works.
Yeah, well, watch, dude.
No way, dude. People will just, nah, man.
So how do we know that I'm wrong?
If that's the case, then it could just perpetually just always go up. The price would just go up. If that's how people
until
thought.
It crashes.
Which I think it's
not going to crash. It's not going to crash. Not until after it hits 10 or 11,000. And why? Is because if you go back to let's go to a year, like that's the resistance point. That's 10 or 11,000. So that's like the next resistance point.
Yeah, if you want to play on technicals, yeah, there is a resistance point there.
And I'm thinking that's where all the automatic sell points are. That's where they're all set. And it's like you're saying, it's parabolic. It's got to crash. It's got to crash significantly, like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 price point.
Sorry, I'm still reflecting on that.
The EOS.
Yeah, that was a huge letdown, man. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a shocker of a letdown.
I mean, what
I should have expected
what did you
that.
expect?
Yeah, what did it? It's not my fault though. It's their fault for leading us on so hard, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
it was at high today, $8.50 or something close to that, and now it's at $7.70.
Yeah, obviously the market's not happy about that either, you know. But it's just
but it's standard protocol. Sell the news.
It is, exactly.
So I mean, is it more than that? Probably not.
The news never lives up to the hype. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, what kind of news would?
But that's the thing. Like the price. Okay, the price did go up once they announced they were gonna announce something in June. They announced that back in, I think, March. It's been like 3 months.
Yeah.
So like they come out and say, listen, guys, we're gonna have this big ass event. Get your tickets ready. Fly your ass over here to Washington,
for 15
DC.
minutes.
Yeah. Fly your asses over here. We're gonna hold this giant ass event. You know, basically a big circle jerk. You know, put on your EOS badges and like let's be cool together.
You know, even if they said that they're launching a rocket to Saturn, the price would still go down.
No, I think if they would have actually had a legitimate surprise, like imagine the fucking when Steve Jobs comes out and he presents the iPhone for the first time.
Steve Jobs was so neurotic that he didn't. If anybody leaked that information, he'd come down on you like Zeus.
Yeah, exactly. But no, my point is,
not the case.
My point is, he had such revolutionary products.
True.
He was a true pioneer, revolutionary, or Apple.
Yeah,
that company. That's why every time he got on stage, people they knew,
worshipped him.
They knew, like when he's gonna announce something amazing is coming out.
Yeah. I agree.
There's been very few instances of that.
Yeah.
But they try to replicate that feeling with the awesome stage, cool background, the nice big ass logo on the screen. They're all wearing their black turtlenecks and shit like they're Steve Jobs wannabes. And this is what they got to present us. Dude, come on, man. Like it hurts me just because, like I said, I got that tribalism in me still.
Yeah.
And then it's EOS. It's the best blockchain apparently around.
It's not only it is the best, and it's proving it because everybody's using it.
But this might just be like, this kind of like is interesting to think about. Like when you think about the internet, how revolutionary the internet was, like it seems like almost any little thing you announced. So let's say it's like 1995, 1996.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
Every little,
you can buy underwear online now.
Yeah, like that's a huge leap, right?
Yeah.
From going from like the physical world to all of a sudden there's an online realm.
Yeah.
So anything you come up with is like amazing, mind blowing shit. Like what?
Yeah.
It's like we could sell books on the internet, across the world. What? It's like, but blockchain doesn't have that same feel to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know, they come out with a decentralized app. You're just kind of like,
Yeah.
Well, okay. Like, is it really that revolutionary, this blockchain movement? I don't know.
Well, I think this would be a good comparison test when Voice actually launches. We'll see how many people use it. You'll see how useful it is in comparison to Twitter because it looks like Twitter.
It's just the same thing. The only difference really that the actual user is going to feel is
user controlled.
The potential to earn money, basically, right?
Yeah. Which
could be
kind of cool.
Big. Yeah, when I first heard that, I started thinking about like,
shit, we're going to be voicing our opinions.
Fuck yeah, dude. Voice my ass off, dude. Make some money. But like, people already do that. They legit make careers by, you know, on Twitter or Instagram. They'll just make memes, right?
Absolutely.
But they don't make money from the platform itself. They make money. How do they make money? Sponsors, ads, stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's just like another revenue stream potential.
Yeah, a lot of the times that people tweet, they always hashtag ad, and so it's a paid tweet.
It's like if you're trying to become like a content provider, like on Twitter or Instagram, your objective is just to get as many followers as possible, right?
That's right.
Like you don't get paid if you have 1 million subscribers, like by Twitter or Instagram, right? You build a platform and then people pay you to shill their products,
shill their shit. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the difference, really.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, sounds cool.
But we're going to test voice anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to. And plus, think about it. It's an application that's running on the EOS blockchain. I mean, that in itself should be pretty cool.
Yeah, if it's a good, highly functioning one, let's say you got a ton of users and EOS supports it, that's good. Like I said, that's that killer app.
Oh, shit. Voice.com is live.
Uh-oh. What's on there? I guess I'll find out.
Dude, sign up.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Oh, dude, don't put pressure on me, man. I'm gonna fail.
Wait, let's use a Block Runner email.
Why? What do you mean? Like, you don't want a personal account, or we're just gonna use a Block Runner as our account?
No, you sign up yourself, but you use your Block Runner email.
Wait, social as it should be. You think social networking is due for a major rework? From the bot mobs, to the data tracking, to the shady algorithms behind our feeds, social media has not been a good friend to us. That's literally what Brendan said on stage. He just memorized that fucking line. Sign up for beta access. That's what you're doing?
Yeah, I just signed up.
My full name? It's like iMan,
It's
right?
iMan at the Block Runner. So the website doesn't have anything on there. It has 2 links: company, learn more, and then sign up for beta access, and that's it.
Yeah, it's basically just beta sign up right now. Send me updates about the voice beta access. Yes.
Yep.
Send me general marketing updates from Block.One.
Nah. So we use a special authentication system to make sure every user on voice is an actual person. No robo-mobs, no catfish, no burner accounts. Think up a think piece, give a hot take on a hot topic, tell the world something interesting. Basically, like Twitter without the restriction. When others use it like it, you earn voice tokens and your post gains visibility. So, okay, you earn voice tokens when users like it. The more popular a post is, the more you earn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's not like you're getting US dollars when you get a popular post. You're getting these tokens which have a US dollar value to them, which fluctuates based on the market.
Yep.
And
so
then
I'm assuming
anytime you can just cash
of these tokens eventually.
Oh, yeah, probably. But anytime you can just cash them out, right? Like if you say you hoard up, you make a ton of awesome posts, you're just a content god on the voice platform. You know, you say some funny shit, whatever fuck. You know how there's like black people Twitter?
Yeah.
They have like hilarious fucking tweets. Like that. Whoever owns that Twitter account would be stacking voice tokens right now. You know what I mean? And that's a good source of money, potentially, if this platform takes off.
Here's what's interesting. It says, so you've earned voice tokens. What can you do with them? After making a comment, voice it. Use your tokens to put your opinion on top and ensure your voice is heard. If someone else raises their voice above yours, you get your tokens back plus some extra voice.
Why is that? Why do you think that they implemented that?
Well, this guy who beat your voice, he paid to beat your voice. And so some of that payment should go to whoever he beat. So if my voice goes above yours, then
I put 100 tokens down.
Then I have to put 110 tokens. And so then you get 100 back plus like 2.
But then my post just like goes down the dumpster or what?
I guess your post is right under mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand, dude.
Yeah.
Like, is that the goal, just to get on the front page of this thing? To get on the front page of voice?
No, think about it. Let's say you get followers and every time you say something, it tends to be at the top, but other people are paying to be above your voice. When, for example, if we have 1 million followers, we can get a sponsor to pay for the voice to be on top.
On top of the whole platform.
On top of the whole platform.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's segments that you follow. Like if you're into tech, you're going to be seeing tech related posts, right? It's not going to be, you're not going to shove tech in front of people who don't care about tech, because that would be pointless.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Did you ever get like a confirmation email or something?
No, I didn't.
Whatever. I'll worry about that later. I'm still absorbing everything I've just gone through the past couple hours.
So we were just mentioned in some tweet.
We were just mentioned in a tweet?
Yeah, it says the Bitcoin blockchain Bit Club Malaysia Daily. And then,
Malaysia.
So yeah, just someone mentioned us.
How? Like at us or something? Club Malaysia. Thanks to. They're thanking us. Why are they thanking us? What the fuck did we do? What the fuck? Thanks to us. Okay.
Whatever.
You're welcome, bros. Malaysia. Yeah. I like you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day we could come visit you, wherever the hell that is. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is interesting.
I'm gonna check my email to make sure that there's no confirmation. I don't think there is.
See, I might be shitting too hard on EOS right now, just because I'm starting to think like, yeah, if this voice shit actually takes off, that's actually huge for the crypto, for blockchain. Social media. I don't know.
I don't know. It's underwhelming.
Underwhelming. I think like I'm trying to think. Just because social media, it's been done, dude. Like we're saturated
it's been done,
with it.
but it's changing kind of like the background of social media. It's like it's not so. I don't want to say fake. It's not so.
It's just nothing.
Chilling.
It's just nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
Like our day-to-day lives are still gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Because of what Block.One and EOS are making, you know, it's nothing revolutionary. There's no next step that we're not taking that big leap beyond the unknown territory type shit.
Yeah.
That's what like something like security tokens are. Like that's the next big leap. Something
but most people won't be able to participate that. Most people don't have $1 million.
Well, hopefully it's like it gets to the point where
most Americans,
everybody can participate. You know, for one, government hasn't even made a stance as far as like how they're going to regulate them.
Yeah, and I keep seeing that they're going to come up with. I think they're talking about taxes though.
What do you mean?
Like some more updates on taxes on crypto.
I've heard that too. IRS is saying they're going to finally put some kind of guidelines out.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is nice. I could have used those like a year ago.
Well, you know what? We're going to need it because of this bull run. I mean, shit.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more people who are going to go through what I went through.
There's probably, I would say, how many more people? You say what? How many X's?
Well, the volumes are, just look at the volume on this chart. Look at that.
The volumes are all-time highs right now.
Well, just look at the chart.
Yeah.
Like, see the bubble, the peak of the bubble where it hit 20,000 on this Bitcoin chart?
Yeah.
Look at that volume compared to what we're at now. It's like double. The volume's double, and we haven't even hit 10,000 yet.
That's true, man.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of...
They got wind of this happening thing.
Yeah, the volume's like some sick shit. I mean, there's some serious big money entering the market, you know?
Dude, those institutions, man.
Yeah, it's just like those undercover, people just sliding in with some big nuggets, you know?
Yeah.
Unknown entities. Which is exciting. So, like, what are you talking about? Like, when the next retail boom happens, where like everyone's talking about it again?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's gonna be nasty.
Oh man, I'm thinking like 10x as many people as 2017.
But you know what? I think like something like this app Voice it's gonna help facilitate that retail interest. Because if an app like that catches on, people are gonna like start talking about tokens more. They're gonna start understanding token economics.
Yeah.
There's kind of already stuff like that happening, like on Twitch, Twitch.com. Like you could tip streamers with like fucking Twitch dollars. They have their own name, like rubies and shit.
Right.
But people they're kind of getting that idea. It's like, you know what? We're gonna exchange our dollars for this online currency.
Yeah.
And so the more apps we have that are successful, that kind of follow these same guidelines, people are going to embrace Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies a whole lot more. And that's going to drive, people will be like, hey, now I know why Bitcoin is so awesome, right?
Yeah, and they'll have a good example of a use case of blockchain that's not currency, or an application that runs on tokens.
Yeah. It would be good. Like if there's a way for people to, I think one thing that's kind of annoying is like having to find the value of Bitcoin like on an exchange. I think that's something a lot of people don't want to do. There needs to be like an app that's not actually an exchange. I don't know. I'm trying to think too much right now. I'll leave that for
an app that's not on an exchange.
Just like think in the future. Let's say there's hundreds or thousands of these dApps. Yeah. They're running, and there's millions of users on each one. There's tokens being just sloshed around on each app. So there needs to be like a fucking currency house, like a cryptocurrency house, like a virtual, an online one. Almost like if you were in Mexico, you could exchange your dollars for pesos, right? Over there in the little peso house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that, but not an exchange. I don't know. Something's a little more simpler than that. Keep texting over there, dude.
No, I'm tweeting about the EOS announcement.
Oh, what are you saying? Like it was straight dog shit or what?
No, I'm actually telling everybody that we signed up for Voice.com.
Oh, okay. Cool. You become an EOS shill, Willis. I'm proud of you.
Dude, that's one of my favorite blockchains, man.
Yeah? I thought you didn't like it.
Hell yeah, I liked it.
I thought you were an Ethereum fanboy.
Oh, negative.
No?
No, I like EOS.
Okay, cool. And that's another thing. When Ethereum has these conferences, they can't even announce anything because every conference is just like a new proposition of how to scale. You know what I mean? Every fucking Ethereum gathering is like, all right, we have a new sharding 6.17. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? They can't even announce like a new cool idea.
Hey, there was a competitor to CryptoKitties, right?
Yeah.
Well, what was it? What was it about? Do you remember? I just saw it.
It was
recently.
like dragons. It was like dragons or something like that.
Man, I just saw it recently.
That's some serious rivals. That was in 2018. 15 alternatives to CryptoKitties. Seriously, yeah.
54.
54. It just keeps growing.
Oh man, I don't remember, but I forgot what I was gonna say about it.
See, well, that's what I'm saying. Like when these games and stuff come out, that's just Block.One.
Yeah, they're all 2018. I wonder what I saw. Maybe it was the fact that somebody bought like a kitty for like $100K, but they're saying that it was like the owner of the whole game doing it to get some headlines.
I don't know. I remember the Genesis cat, the very first one that was created in the game.
Yeah,
sold for like $20,000 or something like that, like or worth of Ethereum. Everyone speculated probably Vitalik who bought it.
Sounds like a scam.
What is?
Like maybe it was the owner who bought it for $20,000 and.
No, there was genuine hype, dude. I remember when this game came out. It was like a mania, a very short-lived mania until everyone realized like the game can't function. But everyone went nuts for these stupid cats because they look like little fucking down kitties, right? Like, look at those things.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it was Ethereum's first killer app, you know? But it was fucking... It was more of a curse than anything because it exposed Ethereum for what it is, you know? A dinosaur blockchain that just cannot function.
Yeah. I mean, come on. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I remember like the gas fees were like the Ethereum network is so congested because of this game. It cost like $15 just to breed a cat, you know, in fees. It was getting absurd. These are all the competitors right here.
Yeah.
So you got dogs, fish bank, alpacas.
Yeah. That's a violation of the copyright.
Why?
Batman.
Oh, Batman logo? Yeah. Crypto countries?
Wow. There's no way to stop someone from taking your country if they're willing to pony up the cash. You can own a country.
What do you mean? Like, just through that app?
Through the app. Yeah, of course.
Like, who gives a fuck? Crypto tulips. Another tulip mania. Crypto fighters. Crypto bots. Whoa. Crypto celebrities. Wait, Decentraland's like an actual cool idea, isn't it?
Well, it's like a virtual space, virtual game, and you get to like actually own land.
What's the game?
They'll let you buy virtual land, which can be used for virtual real estate once the technology is at the desired level.
Oh, so like we don't even know what's going to be built on it yet. It's just you're buying land.
Yeah. You're owning a piece of the land.
What's virtual real estate though? Like what could they potentially build on there?
I don't know. It's like Second Life, maybe a decentralized Second Life.
Yeah.
Where you build up like a building or a store and you sell like
eventually
virtual
it's going to be like it could just be like a VR game at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Like they're just building the foundation of like a VR world and like
Ready Player One.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you could buy the land today.
Yeah.
But like once the technology is ready, you just put on your goggles and you're fucking in the Decentraland.
Yeah. Then you're like buying virtual shirts and
then
shit.
you're like walking through the shit and you can actually like
own a car.
You see like a big ass skyscraper on the land you bought. It's like, you know what, bitch, I own that.
Yeah.
But imagine if it's like so wildly popular.
Yeah.
That, like your land value is worth millions of dollars. It's
yeah,
like,
I can see that.
I can see that taking off
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's interesting.
It's like Second Life. That took off. People are making money in Second Life.
Because that world was more enjoyable than their existent
real
world.
existence.
Like most people who play games like this.
Yeah, I heard,
myself included, I was sucked into World of Warcraft for 10 years.
Yeah.
Why? Because that virtual reality was more exciting than current reality.
Yeah,
you know? Every time
it's
you log on,
it's an escape.
yeah, you feel like you're this awesome motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they have like this great feedback mechanism, these game developers, you know, where you feel like you're actually achieving something.
Right.
So they can do that in this Decentraland too. I don't know. There's probably like strip clubs and shit in there.
Yeah. This is, to understand Decentraland, think of it this way. It's like buying land on Mars right now before we have any means to get there or build there, if we do get there. But once we do improve technology to such a level, the Martian land you bought will be worth much more.
Mm-hmm. That's very. I want to keep notes on that project, Decentraland.
Yeah, it was very popular in 2017.
Oh, it took off like big.
Yep.
Because the concept just sounds amazing, but I want to see what they're actually planning. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I would like to know which blockchain this is based on.
It's on Ethereum right now.
It's on Ethereum?
Yeah.
Okay.
which kind of sucks. But
yeah, they'll figure out the scalability thing.
yeah, if they do, it's over.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So Valentine coin and Rose token.
Interesting. See, that right there is cool.
Which one?
Like a decentralized VR world. That's what I'm talking about. That's like some next level shit that we haven't experienced yet. That's transformative.
Like, this is like real scarce, valuable digital assets.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
And the only thing that drives up the value of them is obviously demand. Like if all of a sudden, like they said, think of it as you're buying land on Mars, but you don't know the potential of what that's going to be in the future.
Well, not only that, imagine that you're in this virtual world and you walk into this building that somebody architected, right? And it could look like it can look
like anything.
It's not anything. Yeah, it doesn't have to follow the laws of physics, right? You can literally buy a jetpack and you can just fly around. Wow. But the point is that building exists and it doesn't exist anywhere else. There's that one building and that's
just like Ready Player One, right? Like they have these giant casinos, but they're like planets.
Yes.
As big as a fucking planet. It's just a giant floating casino in space.
Yeah. And anything that exists in the game, assume that it's almost as a physical reality. Like it's,
dude, it might be worth just to like, as like a fucking moonshot gamble, just buy a shit ton of this land, just like, because I'm sure it's not that expensive right now.
Well, it's expensive now.
It can't be.
I mean, we'll look into it.
I want to look into it. I want to see if there's like an actual map.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Well, let's see.
It's probably just you just buy like equity. You know, like you just buy tokens, right? And then that kind of like grants you access. But like, and compare, like, let's say this shit does take off in the future. Today's price has got to be way cheaper than what it will be in the future. For sure. So I'm saying it might be worth just.
Whoa.
That already looks badass.
Oh, look at that.
What is this? Is this like the actual world?
Well, this is a website.
Wow, dude, there's a fucking blimp coming at us, dude. So I'm already in, bro. This is like fantasy. I love this type shit.
So this is a cool website.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm assuming it's just a video, but we can like pan around the video just by moving the mouse.
Refresh the page. I want to see if like another scene pops up. Like that'd be pretty cool. Like a different world.
Let's see if the blimp comes back.
Yeah, it does.
It's a video.
It's just a loop.
Okay,
but it gives you an idea of like what they can,
what they have in mind,
what they have envisioned. Yeah. It's obviously.
Oh, wait a minute, dude! I'm scrolling.
Let's just scroll down. Yeah. Whoa! What the hell is that, dude? It's a little robot.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Whoa! We're in a house,
dude. How come we should have looked at this when it came out, man? It's been around for like 2 years now.
Yeah, but it's still like still like ring 90 or something right now. It's still very undervalued. You know?
Yeah.
The concept is mind blowing. Like I'm starting to think about it. This is the type of shit I want to look at. Like this is the type of shit that's revolutionary in my mind because it takes virtual reality and it merges it into an actual economy, like a buildable economy with these tokens, the token economics, and then decentralizes it. See, that was the problem with Ready Player One, right? Like in that movie, is like one company like controlled everything.
I want to watch that movie again. I want to see if it talks about blockchain or anything like that.
It makes like subtle hints, I think,
because in that reality, you had to buy the virtual assets. Like you had to own coins. Yeah. And if you didn't own those coins, you were poor and you didn't have anything in the game.
And the only way to get the other coins is from other players, right?
Racing, yeah.
You know, like killing other people, you collect their coins.
That's right.
That's awesome, dude. This is going to transform gaming for sure.
Oh, yeah. For sure. There's no doubt about it.
And like I said, it's going to make VR awesome.
Yeah. If you're a game developer, you're not incorporating blockchain, like, dude.
Like I said, like gaming is like it's done, it's topped out, like in a traditional sense.
Yeah,
like every console they come out with like very minor incremental, like seriously improvements.
I agree. I think the only new thing in gaming is just virtual reality.
Exactly, that's the next frontier. That's something I want.
But then this underpinning virtual reality, like actual digital assets that you can't replicate, you can't just copy and paste.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a big deal.
And you own it. No company owns it. It's not like Blizzard owns your house.
That's right.
You know what I mean? What was that? Like Blizzard will fucking ban you if you buy and sell gold. And in this world, it's encouraged. That's part of the economy, right?
And in theory, if all these game companies use the same blockchain, that asset that you currently own in one game could theoretically be transferred to the other game.
Yeah. That's what interoperability is all about, right?
Yeah.
So you could interoperability
is really the different blockchains, but I'm talking about all the games being built on the same blockchain.
Well, let's imagine a future where not everything's run on one blockchain.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's the most likely outcome. There's going to be a bunch of blockchains, right?
Yeah.
And then like the interoperability is kind of like, it's like the TCP/IP, the internet
TCP/IP,
thing that connects everything, right?
Yep.
So nobody will know a blockchain exists. It'll just be like we're all playing these different games.
Yeah.
Hosted by different. Let's just say it's like T-Mobile. It's like AT&T.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But we're just playing these games, but we don't know what's going on in the background. Just different blockchains hosting them, but they're all connected.
Yeah.
Like you said, you could just sell to anybody through this interoperability. So things are starting to come together now, dude. I'm starting to understand.
I mean,
what's
internet,
the whole purpose?
The internet's all virtual. So, I mean, games are all virtual. If blockchain makes the virtual become more like ownership, more asset based, more like valuable.
Because like I said, I spent more time playing World of Warcraft than I did anything else. Like I've never applied to a job. Like,
but imagine World of Warcraft. When I applied
to a guild, dude, I went all out. Yeah. I put a 2-page resume. Like I'm like,
holy shit! I'm not even
kidding.
Wow.
Like back in those days, when WoW was like at the beginning, you had to apply to like join like the top rating guilds and stuff.
Wow,
like a job. And I never tried hard. Like not even my college applications did I try that hard. You know what I mean?
Holy shit.
So yeah, like you're right. If you could build like actual valuable assets in a world like that, that, you know.
Okay, so let's go back in time, right? And in this scenario, when you were playing that game.
Oh, I'm gonna play. By the way, in 2 months, Classic WoW comes out again. I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna relive my golden years.
Okay, so let's say you play again in 2 months, and it's running on a blockchain. Everything that you do in that game, it's like backed by everything you've like collected throughout the game. Like it's a real asset that you could technically sell on the market for real. I mean, that would be something worth spending time on. That's what I'm saying.
More so than
just playing a game,
or more so than just going to like work. Like your gaming is like your job.
Well,
because imagine if you're like working your ass off, you got this grinding awesome piece of armor that not many people have.
Yeah, somebody's gonna buy it.
Yeah. Which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, gamers are going to take over the world, dude.
It's not a crazy thing anymore.
Nah, fuck
like
no.
It's legit.
Because
like a real
some people rather spend like 10 grand. Dude, it happens in Counter-Strike. Like Counter-Strike sells skins for like weapons and knives and shit. They're legit knives. Just because the color ratio on a knife is like super rare.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like a tie-dye looking knife.
Yeah.
Well, it's like an algorithm. Every knife is not the same, but there's like some super rare ones. They're like more purple than yellow or whatever.
Yeah.
They go for like 10, 15, 20 grand just because of how rare they are. And people spend money on them just like, they just do this. They just like flex. You know what I mean? That's just the beginning.
That's true. And that's not even running on a blockchain. It's just them, keeping track of who owns what and how often they show up in the game.
It's community driven, 100%.
Yeah.
100% community driven, And then people have built third-party gambling sites for those skins.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You literally gamble your skins.
Yeah.
You just spin the wheel. If you win, you take everyone else's skins.
Yeah, I remember there's a YouTuber who built one of those sites and was, I think, violated one of those, like, I forget, one of those claims or whatever.
Like some kind of gambling law or something?
Yeah.
Dude, well, for a while, not many people associated that with gambling, but it's gambling.
Oh, it is gambling for sure.
It's just like gambling with like
with a digital...
Yeah, a skin.
A skin. Yeah, it's gambling with a skin on it.
That's the perfect way to say it.
Yeah.
Kids were getting legit gambling addictions because of these things. So this is amazing. I like this, Decentraland. This is like my new top 5 product to pay attention. Let me check in on EOS real quick, make sure the world hasn't fallen. So it's like hovering around 7.7. So yeah, this is very interesting, man. I really want to look deep into this. Start building. Genesis City. This is the first city.
So pick your surface. It's like dirt, wood. So it's showing us a builder where you can drag and drop different items onto this piece of land. Tropical beaches. So it's just a builder. So man, we're We're super early. We're like,
Yeah, that looked like shit, but I kind of had a vision in my mind.
yeah,
Of like everyone's.
it's eventually they're all connect to each other.
Yeah, but it's like if you walk through a neighborhood with like everyone has their own little square.
Yeah.
Everyone's square is gonna look totally different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
is.
Someone's
It
gonna
is.
have like a space themed
Like
square.
a
Someone's
pyramid.
a pyramid, like Egyptian theme. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna have like a Pokemon theme.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking amazing. Can you imagine putting on the VR goggles, just walking through like on your little omnidirectional pad, just walking through the neighborhood? Oh man, dude.
This is like day one of the Ready Player One build.
Exactly.
Like
That looked like shit.
It did.
But you don't have to be a developer, right, to build.
No,
to do
absolutely
this?
not. No,
This is
it's just
like,
you have a screen. You have a.
but the most important part is purchasing land, because I'm assuming there's a finite land, right? Or else why would they have like an infinite amount of land you could create? We gotta look into that. Like the how much land is already like, right? Like if you're creating this world, you want to have like a limit, right?
Yeah.
A border, some type of shit. I don't know. Are you making one right now?
Yes, sir.
What the fuck? Oh, this is funny. A stool. That's what you chose first.
I did, man. Look at that.
That's a good stool. Damn good stool.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, then what? I mean, once you create it, and then
I don't know.
What the hell?
It's like you're playing The Sims right now.
Okay, so my land has a stool on it. So if I'm done, then what do? Download scene. Huh, interesting. So basically, you download a scene into a software development kit, and then I guess through that kit, you can join these different scenes with different people.
Is there a way we can see like what's been made so far?
That's a good question.
That'd be pretty cool. I would like to see like what the world that exists today in the Decentraland. Whoa, this is shit that's for sale, like plots. Yeah.
Oh shit, interesting. Expires in about a month.
This DApp, welcome to the Decentraland's land marketplace. This DApp interacts with decentralized exchange that runs on the Ethereum blockchain by choosing I agree below. Okay, that's just an I agree button.
Shit.
So this is like a legit like city plot. It looks like DCL Cityscapes. Venture into scaled down 3D. What the fuck?
This is a real.
huge.
This is a real fucking map.
Yeah, all these squares are like. What's the blue mean? Is that all for sale? Yeah.
Yeah, 319,000.
What is it?
Units.
Like, is that Decentraland's token or something? Oh,
Yeah,
damn, my
could be.
phone's about to die. Okay.
Yeah, we can look it
I
up.
want to know how much those tokens are worth or how much they cost. Mana.
So 5 cents.
5 cents. Are we sure? That's the all-time chart right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it peaked at 25 cents.
So we're sitting at, God, my math is
80%.
80%?
Yeah. 80% loss.
That shit, dude. Your brain is functioning quite well, Willis. I'm impressed. 80% is not bad, you know, considering the majority of tokens are 90% or worse right now.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's
It's like holding up.
yeah.
It's trying to hold up a little bit in this market.
You could get a 5x return. I mean, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. But this,
the
in
point
this
is
case,
to buy.
this project. I don't even give a fuck about the money, dude. I want in.
Yeah, you can bid or buy this.
I want to buy land. Fuck the tokens. I just want to buy some.
I want to
land.
see I guess. Oh shit! So you build. How many blocks are here? 3.
What does that say? Mall and luxury apartments
Where?
on the red square, on the red thing. Like it had. Just hover over it. Yeah.
Oh shit! What the?
ICO exit prison. That's fucking awesome.
ICO exit scam.
Prison. Oh, that one's on sale. So if I guess it's like
Oh, somebody owns these.
these little small squares.
Yeah, and these are for sale. What is this? HP's Palace?
3 million, dude.
Oh, it's a 2x2. Okay. This is a 2x3.
But my question is this just like one city? Like, there's just like thousands of cities or infinite cities or?
I think it's just one city, dude.
Yeah, it's just like.
It has to be.
It's just you're hoping to God, whatever city you choose to purchase land in, like it succeeds, right? So what makes these things succeed? Just like developers have to make willing to hook? What does that mean? It means like whoever builds shit on these plots, have to like make awesome shit, right? I don't know. This is super fascinating to
We
me. I
should
don't
at
know why.
least own one block somewhere.
More than that, I want to own like so much. What are the big green ones?
They're like Genesis Plaza.
Oh, okay.
Like probably like a place where everybody meets.
Maybe.
This is where events happen.
Like Tiananmen Square, where people eventually like uprise against the fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is so
Buy
fucking
me 2
crazy.
million.
But who's selling these?
I guess whoever bought, like, I don't know, maybe
Oh,
it's
that's true.
ICO.
Wow.
So that's interesting. So you go buy land And on that land, let's say it's a 2x2 square that you bought. Then you go and build whatever you want in your 2x2 square.
Do that little thing you were using, right? But that's
Yeah.
just like the very basic version.
Yeah.
Like it looks like doo-doo. It looks like shit you get out of The Sims. Like he just put a stool on his land, you know, because right now this project hasn't attracted, I guess, like top tier, you know, graphic designers or whatever. I don't know what it needs. But
Great for airport.
like imagine if like Rockstar Games just wanted to build their own decentralized like VR experience on the city. You know what I mean? Like GTA.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's 50 square land.
I really want to find like a developer for this Decentraland. I want to talk to somebody like who knows about this shit. I can't believe I just now like found out about this. This is crazy.
Yeah, I kept seeing it.
Me too. But like I said, tribalism. I was like, oh, everything else sucks. I don't care about anything else. All in EOS, right?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, Decentraland. You're garbage. Yeah, CD, tribalism makes you miss out. That's the one thing. Never have tunnel vision, boys. Like I said, don't get emotionally attached to anything in this market.
For sure.
Because, you know, it can kick you in the ass at one point. Always be open-minded. Always be exploring. Always be learning. All that cool stuff. What is that giant blue one, dude? Is that right? Dragon City.
Cool.
What? Dude's huge. Dragon Villa.
It's hard to know where do you want to, which land you want to buy.
Well, you're literally just throwing darts, I think.
Yeah.
Because right now, like nothing exists. Like
this seems like it would be valuable since it's like at an intersection.
Yeah, you're right. You could probably build like a McDonald's or Starbucks there.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, this is like a legit market right here where you can, it's so crazy. You can actually buy.
Okay, how much is that? 900,000 times 0.05 is how much is that? It's a lot, dude. That's expensive. There's no way it's 5 cents per token. There's no fucking way.
$45,000.
There's no fucking way this land's selling for that much, dude. The value, like you gotta find that little icon. You see, it's a hexagon with a circle in the middle. Whatever that is.
I think that's mana, dude.
No, there's no fucking way, dude. See, that's not the same icon.
I think the icon has changed.
I don't know. Type in Decentraland again in the search inquiry, or maybe they have other ones.
Dude, I think that's what mana is.
Oh my god, dude. It can't be that expensive, dude. That is absurd. Who the fuck would pay 45 grand for that? It can't be.
Well, they're assuming that it's going to like value higher than 45 grand.
Doesn't matter, man. That's just absurd. It can't be. That's like how much it would be worth if like the shit was real. It would actually be worth more than that, but still.
Yeah, that's a real plot of land for $45,000.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these are like $2 million.
Yeah, so they're like $100,000 to own like a 2 million hexagon plot.
If you were a billionaire, would you buy one?
Dude, I'm gonna buy some. I'm not even kidding. I need to figure out what this is. I'm not a billionaire. Like I'm willing to buy like something, like a nice little corner intersection.
Yeah.
But I got to find out how much these token values are worth. I don't think it's mana.
Las Vegas Raiders store.
Is that like the fucking? Yeah, that's like the football team.
Yeah, it just moved there too. 100,000 for a little square.
Dude, Google like Decentraland's currency or something. I don't know. I gotta figure. There's no way. I gotta figure out how much those units are worth. So this is a different kind of podcast we're doing here. We're not really talking much. We're just kind of we're discovering something here live.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's gonna be boring as fuck to listen to or not, but I think it'd be cool. Anybody listening should definitely be like exploring, like just how we are. Just go on to Decentraland.com and shit and start exploring, dude. This is pretty awesome.
And it's the beginning of everything. I mean, if you want to make money, I mean, you go in early.
Exactly. You speculate.
Yeah.
Like I said, wow, dude, there's no way.
I'm looking for icons here, but.
Yeah, me too. Go to images. Yeah, you're already on the ball. Oh, see.
Yeah.
Currency. Type in, Decentraland currency.
That kind of looked like it.
It's a hexagon with a circle in the middle of it. Yeah, District 0x is very similar to this. DNT.
What's similar?
There's another project called District 0x or DNT. I actually invested in DNT a little bit, but it wasn't as impressive as this. You know, Decentraland's taking it to a whole nother level, I think. There you go. There you go. It's cost of land and mana.
Yeah. Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So we just confirmed that to buy land that's being sold right now on Decentraland for hundreds of thousands of units of mana. It's called mana. Yeah, you're talking about spending, $40,000-$50,000 for a 2x2 square.
Literally like some pixels.
Yeah.
You're spending some serious money for pixels.
Yeah.
And like, so let's talk about an investment opportunity here. If you're for your purchase, let's say a 2x2 for $40,000.
How do you make money?
When the ecosystem grows, the value of these tokens goes up, right?
Yeah.
Or the value of mana goes up. So if you ever sell your property to somebody else, they're going to give you higher value mana.
Yeah.
Which means you're making money, right?
Yeah.
So if the ecosystem grows as a whole, the currency increases.
Yeah, but you need an incentive for people to visit your square. Like let's say you build a mall, then hell yeah, people are going to go to the mall. And
I wonder. Oh my, yeah. See, like somebody bought like a huge chunk of land and called it Dragon City. Like, what does that mean? Is there? I want to see if you can actually look at it. Did he build something there? Or I
don't know if he bought that land or that's like reserved.
Like that must be worth millions of dollars. These giant ass plots. I just can't believe people are paying this much money.
Decentraland University.
This can't be real. I need some clarification, dude.
If there are any Decentraland experts that want to come on a podcast and want to talk about what this is.
Anybody, not even an expert, anybody knows like more than us, which is like literally anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been following this project for like more than a few weeks, holla at your boys, man. We need to, I got to hear more about this. This is cool. This is very cool.
Well, there's like someone selling this little corner over here. 466,000.
Yeah, dude, like this shit's like has like literally like Houston real estate values to it, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that thing costs $40,000.
You can assume like each little square is like an acre plot, right? Like a square foot or a square acreage plot.
Yeah,
like a square acreage plot in like suburban Houston's worth like like $100,000 a piece.
Fashion Street. Bring top fashion brands, Gucci, Prada, Ralph Lauren in Decentraland. Each store will give Decentraland users a high sensory shopping experience.
So what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Okay, virtual reality shopping. There we go. Virtual reality shopping district bridges the gap between Decentraland, District 0x, and e-commerce store owners by acting as a resource to high-end businesses interested in creating their own virtual reality shop. So this is Decentraland, this whole city.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other cities in. This is it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be the point. Otherwise...
Yeah, there's no value then, right? If you just create new cities, this is it. This is all you could buy. No wonder it's going up in value. Yeah, it's like
Vegas City, District X.
It's gonna be a lot of porn in there and stuff. Like that's the red light district. I don't know, man. This is just too wild. Make me a bid. This guy didn't want to put a price on it. The Forest
Yoga Center. Well, that I think we've covered Decentraland. It's interesting, right?
I don't think so. We only even like poked the surface, but yeah, I think we've exhausted the topic for now.
Yeah,
because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about right now. We're just kind of like oogling, like well, this is so hot.
Well, this is one of the implications that blockchain kind of yields for everybody is that we turn. I mean, the whole point of blockchain is turning virtual to an actual asset, like a virtual asset.
Well, that's not the whole point, but that's just an application of blockchain, right? That's
if you think about it, like Bitcoin, like it's an asset now.
It's true,
and it's
digital,
and it wasn't before. Like you couldn't have digital assets before.
No.
Yeah. So
not decentralized versions. You could have, like I said, gold in World of Warcraft is a digital currency in a sense, but you don't own it.
Centralized, and you
don't own it. Blizzard owns that gold.
Yeah, that's right.
The Blizzard coded that gold into existence, and they copyright it and trademark it. That's theirs.
Yeah, and they assign it to your account, and that's the only place it exists.
You're not intended to get actual money from that, but you can if you're fucking if you're a little
you're on the black market.
Yeah, you're a little devious.
Well, that's our discovery coin of the week.
That was fucking awesome, dude. I don't know, man. That cheered me up completely
after EOS.
After that EOS shitstorm, it's like you saw how I was like, dude, crypto sucks. It's like no wonder Silicon Valley laughs at all these crypto products. But then I see this, like, whoa, this just changed my whole perspective. You know, I was like, dude, this is awesome.
You know, that Ready Player One movie has some legs.
Yeah, you're right. I want to watch that movie again. Because the first time I watched that movie, I was like stoned out of my mind. Like it looked cool, but I didn't understand a fucking thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you might be right. Like there probably are like some subtle hints in there about blockchain and
Yeah. I mean, they talk about coins, so
currencies. Yeah. But I remember like at some point in the movie, there's like a super powerful company, right? That like they owned like so much.
Yeah.
You know, like
and I forget what they were going after. Like, what was the?
It was like 3 keys or something.
Yeah, they were trying to.
The plot was kind of stupid.
Yeah,
like they could have done something way cooler. It was you know, it was PG-13. They had to attract in like the kids and stuff, but the concept was great, and like the actual cinematography and everything was awesome.
Like you exit the VR reality and you walk into like this dystopian like world.
Just built out of like shipping containers, like stacked on top of each other like Legos and shit.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool. But that was apparently, what was that? Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
Or like just Ohio is like the mecca of or VR technology in the future. I don't know why they chose that, but it's funny. That was fascinating stuff. What's the price of EOS right now? Just so I know. I'm back on
obsessed. Are we?
Yeah, a little bit.
$7.92.
Hell yeah, it's going back up, boys.
They're like, ooh, social media.
Yeah, like me. Like at first I was turned off, but like once you start thinking about it, it's not so bad.
Boy, Justin's son, almost 4 cents per Tron.
Was it like
the 0.039?
How much is it up on the day?
18%.
It doesn't matter, dude.
I wonder why though, man. Tron like just comes out of nowhere sometimes.
A lot of coins do, you know.
Well, I mean, people are using Tron, right?
That's true. Tron's number 2 on Blocktivity. There's like the same thing. There's gambling apps on Tron. There's video games, you know. But because they use like similar consensus protocols to EOS, I think like their CTO left the company, right? Recently.
Yeah.
And he said it because Tron became too centralized. So the same problem can happen to EOS. Like if the miners collude too much and there's too much power centralized on like one cartel group, you know, then the whole thing is kind of like fucked. The whole network is at the mercy of this one group. The reason why they didn't happen so much to EOS is because of that year-long distribution of tokens.
Right.
It kind of gave Tron just like every other ICO, they sold out of tokens in like seconds or minutes, right? So that gave whales opportunities to snatch all the tokens off the market, and now they're all colluding together, working together. They control the whole network.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So what else happened this week? We got the price jump with Bitcoin. So it turns out that Bitcoin Cash never went through a 51% attack.
Yeah.
So I wrote about it in a blog. That kind of explains what happened. But essentially, they were scheduled for an update on the Bitcoin Cash network, and during that update, I guess a hacker / somebody trying to manipulate the network waited for that upgrade to try to extract coins from one of the accounts, and so that hacker sent coins to a SegWit account, which the miners of the Bitcoin Cash network tried to stop, and they were successful. And so they had like a reorganization of the blockchain and prevented the hacker from moving the coins to the hacker. So it was not a 51% attack. It was more of like the miners doing a good thing for the community.
But so it was a rollback.
It was a rollback, but it wasn't exactly.
It's kind of like what Ethereum did, but before the hack occurred or before the theft occurred, right? Ethereum got some type of shit, glitch or bug, and then somebody got access to funds, right? Took a bunch of money. And then after the fact, Ethereum did this rollback, right?
Right, but I think so much time went.
And then they forked.
Yeah, I think so much time had gone with Ethereum that they had to fork. But in the case for Bitcoin Cash...
Well, they stopped it before, right?
They stopped it, yeah. They stopped it. They saw the vulnerability. They saw somebody, trying to take advantage of the vulnerability. And then within 4 hours, they patched it.
Who's they, though?
The developers of Bitcoin Cash. So it's a company called Bitcoin ABC.
A company?
Mm-hmm.
I
don't want to say company. No, I don't want to say company. It's more like the highest contributors to the Bitcoin Cash network.
Isn't that Jihan Wu?
I don't know, but from my research, it was this group of people called Bitcoin ABC.
Interesting. Yeah, because isn't that like the whole argument? Like whenever things like they didn't really say what.
So here it says.
It doesn't say down there either.
Yeah, it's like a group of developers. I mean,
okay, but so is this good or bad? That's what I want to know. Like, is this like an example of how centralized Bitcoin Cash is, where like you could just? I don't think so. Like we like to paint it like it's good because they stopped that, but at the same time,
no. You know what? Blockchain is designed for this purpose.
Okay,
that it can be manipulated if enough people agree to do so.
Yes.
So that's, I mean, by design, that's possible.
Okay.
And so now, if some of the Bitcoin Cash miners disagreed, then that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Then the hack would have gone, or the guy would have got whatever the fuck the money.
Just exactly what happened with Bitcoin.
Ethereum.
No, the hack. I'm sorry, the hack that occurred with Binance. They stole 7,000 Bitcoins. Obviously, nobody was in agreement to roll back Bitcoin, so the hacker got away with the 7,000.
Yeah, but the reason why nobody was in agreement to roll back Bitcoin is because that would defeat the purpose of. Isn't that what immutability is about?
No, but technically you could roll back Bitcoin. You could do it. Now, now they didn't do it not because of the immutability. They didn't do it because $40 million is not a whole lot of money.
No, but people were outraged at just the thought of it, because just the thought of rolling back Bitcoin means you're committing a 51% attack on yourself, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is like, what's the point? Like Bitcoin no longer is decentralized at that point.
Yeah, but think about it.
At any point, 51%.
But if everybody agrees to do it, then the right thing to do is to do it.
I don't know. I mean,
that's the whole point of the blockchain, is that everyone needs. There has to be a consensus.
There has to be some type of governance model, right?
Yeah,
governance involved.
Which in this case is sort of like a democracy. If everyone agrees to do it, then
how do they communicate?
They communicate via Twitter.
But I'm assuming it's like an oligarchy or some type of shit. Where it's like,
they just all agree to do it on a single block, and they
like a bunch of CEOs of these mining networks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they all it's probably like 3 or 4 dudes, honestly. Like, bros, it's like, bros, we need to do something or else we're fucked.
Yeah, man, that's
which is kind of bad.
Yeah, it is kind of bad.
Like I'm saying, it's like guys who have that much power. We're not talking about a democracy here. We're talking about
power.
Power centralized in the hands of a few.
Imagine, I bet you CZ, he considered rolling it back, right? And
because he knows Jihan Wu and all those guys, those big titans, right?
If the hack was big enough where it really threatened the existence of Binance, I'm sure he would have kind of pushed it further.
Yeah, because the fact that he was even talking about it is enough of a red flag,
Yeah.
Because he knows he can do it.
Yeah, that's true. But he doesn't have to. He has to convince more than one miner.
Dude, look up fucking Bitcoin mining pools, dude, and like see how centralized they are. I don't think he has to convince that many people, dude. It's probably like 2 or 3, and like he'll have the hash power he needs to do it, or whatever it is. No, for making money. Okay, there you go. Ant pool. That's Jihan Wu. Ant pool. He's the biggest one.
It's 28%.
F2 pool.
That's
right there, we're sitting at 49%. That's 2. If you get those 2 and like some little miners on the side, you got 51% right there.
Yeah, slush pool.
But that's pretty much it, man. That's how decentralized Bitcoin is right there. And people who argue about EOS, the fact that that same pie chart right there would be 21 evenly distributed.
That's right.
Miners. You know what I mean?
Yep.
21.
That's right.
Right there, we got. Obviously, there's like 6 or 7 who control 80%, 90% of the network. Who's more centralized?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Scratch your noggin a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine there's a better way to decentralize, Bitcoin. But I was reading that Bitcoin, I think, was considering using ASIC resistant algorithms. But
that would be cool.
Yeah, to change that.
That would be great.
You're jeopardizing its existing platform, right?
Because it's already in motion.
It's already in motion.
Yeah.
So that would be sort of like a fork, like a Bitcoin fork.
ASIC Bitcoin, ASIC resistant Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think we're like too deep for that, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like it could happen as long as, some of the miners say, yeah, this is the right path to take. And then they'll have to decide, do we mine the new chain or do we continue the old long one?
I guess that's cool. It's good news for Bitcoin Cash.
You haven't talked about Harmony.
Yeah, I was about to. I was thinking about that because I think last week we talked about it, right?
Yeah, we did. So what's the update? So what happened yesterday? And
well, my whole thing.
What was your prediction first?
Well, like I said, I've been talking about Binance and how influential they are nowadays. No, they've always been super, but now they have their own token launchpad. I don't know if I've talking about that specifically.
Yeah,
but they have an IEO platform to launch tokens, which essentially is like it's a centralized way of doing ICOs. So instead of projects, minting their own tokens through Ethereum and then hosting their own token sales independently.
Right.
Now Binance is kind of like picking and choosing which ones they want to do. And in a way they're saying like, if you buy our tokens, they're more legitimate than a regular ICO because we did the due diligence. They're on our platform. Look at us. Look how big we are. We're Binance. You could trust us. If there's an IEO launching through our platform, then you feel more confident than just like some willy-nilly project, doing its own thing. So what I've noticed over the last couple of weeks is all these IEO projects from Binance, they've all taken off. And CZ, he put out a tweet this week of their performance. One of them had a 10x, another one had a 4x, another one had a 3x return. And then Matic was the most recent one, I think last week, had a 17x return. This is during I think technically we're still in an altcoin bear market. Bitcoin might be in a bull market, but altcoins are still in a bear market.
Yep.
Nothing is really taking off or even close to their all-time highs.
Bear market is code word for opportunity.
For altcoins?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. There's tons of opportunity out there, but my point is these IEO tokens are the only things that are seeing these massive returns. These are the types of returns you saw in 2017 during the ICO mania.
Yeah, true.
So Harmony, my prediction was Harmony was going to have similar success as soon as it came out the gate, right? And because the hype was built up. And not only that, Binance put forward a trading competition as soon as Harmony hit the exchange. Mm-hmm. Which if you go back in time in history, 2017, the first time they started these trading competitions was for Tron. And I think I talked about it on the podcast, Tron was like a nobody before that contest. And then once that contest started to hit the boards, everyone was trading it. The volume went through the roof. And just like Harmony, look at their volume. You can see their volume, daily volume. $663 million right today. It literally
that's a lot of money.
It literally launched less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Exactly. Go to the all-time chart or all the all the cryptocurrencies. Yeah, let's look at their volume.
22 billion for Bitcoin.
Or can you just sort it? Yeah. Where's Harmony? It should be right around there, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, right now it's top 10 volume in the entire market. And my contention is it's because of this trading competition, basically. Because you look at the technology. I mean, it's a layer one Ethereum competitor, basically. I don't know if did you talk about it at all? What Harmony is last week? I'm not sure if you edited that part out or not.
Well, talk about it again.
Well, all I know is it is
an Ethereum competitor.
Ethereum competitor, and it's just another general purpose blockchain.
Also scalable.
It's a proof of stake model, basically. Yeah. It's what Ethereum is trying so hard to become.
Okay, yeah. So that's how they become scalable.
Yeah, they basically took Ethereum's roadmap.
Yeah.
And just implemented it. They're going to implement it. It's not live yet, I think they're still on testnet, but right now there's a white paper that says they claims they could do all this awesome shit.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be what Ethereum is supposed to be right off the bat, and people are buying into it. So yeah, but basically last night trading started 11 o'clock our time, and it popped right out of the gate 150%. 150% right out the gate. Right now it's got the highest trading volume by far on Binance. It's surpassing Bitcoin even. Well, maybe not Bitcoin, but every other altcoin. What that means,
so what was your blog post about?
Pretty much that.
Okay.
Me is just Binance is.
You basically predicted this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I knew this was going to happen just because of what it is. It's a Binance IEO. We have history showing every IEO outperforms the rest of the market. This was the latest of the bunch. And not only that, this one had, the trading platform underneath it, or the trading contest underneath it to pump in some volume.
Sure.
And this thing lasts 5 days, so I'm assuming the price is going to keep going up for the next 5 days.
Okay. So did you end up going in or no?
I'm in.
Oh, you're in now. Okay.
In now, but phone's completely dead. I can't check how I'm doing, but like I said, currently, if you participated in the IEO and you're still holding those tokens, those 1 tokens, you're about 8x return.
Damn.
800% basically. So if you invested $1,000 in this IEO, you got $8,000 basically. So you're doing good. What do you think about that, Willis?
Well, I think we need to figure out a way to start participating in these IEOs.
Well, we can't, dude. We're Americans.
Well, we just need to become accredited investors.
No, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I think it does.
I don't think so. Like if it's just like a ICO, even if you're a accredited investor, you couldn't participate in ICOs.
I think you can, dude.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Like in Harmony's IEO in particular, all you had to do was buy Binance token BNBs and hold them in your Binance account for a week. And the more tokens you had, the more lottery tickets you were eligible for. And the more lottery tickets you had, obviously, the higher likelihood you were to be given these 1 tokens or something. It's a very weird structure to distribute these tokens, but it worked.
Right.
But yeah, if you're a U.S. citizen, you weren't able to claim your tokens if you had these lottery tokens. They do KYC, which is know your customer. So you have to provide passport, identification, all this shit just to get your tokens. So yeah, my blog post was basically just pay attention to this because I'm pretty sure this isn't the last Binance token that's going to launch. This is the start of IEOs. You said this like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You thought IEOs were going to be the next hot shit, and you were totally right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I
didn't think so. I thought I was like, dude, this is just bullshit. Like, just because exchanges are launching these things doesn't mean the products are any better. Yeah. I think I'm still right about that.
Well, no, you're right about that.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But first, these companies need to go through some due diligence. I still don't think CZ is just gonna launch like these scam coins.
It's something. It's just some kind of additional layer to go through.
At least there are human beings trying to do something. Together, in a company. But ICOs is simply going to Ethereum.com or Ethereum.io, creating your own coin, and then just tweeting and making websites and writing a white paper about it, and then hoping people to hope they buy it.
Yeah, literally all you need is a website. You just need a website.
Yeah.
You don't need a working prototype or anything. You just need a roadmap and a website and like a nice little about me page.
Right.
With like a team of people.
Yeah. But an IEO is different. There's got to be a team of people actually submitting it to Binance, and they have to be working on an actual project. And there's I'm
assuming there's some type of like face-to-face interaction between Binance and these companies, maybe over Skype or something. I don't know, something.
And then look at
I would hope.
And then look at this. In an ICO, you have to basically almost lobby and pretty much pay for your coin to be on Binance and Coinbase and all these other cryptocurrencies. But in an exchange, in initial exchange offering, your coin goes through this private raise through accredited investors, and then it gets released to Binance. And so right off the bat, you can start.
One thing I've noticed with these IEOs is there's a lot less tokens being sold to the public than ICOs were. I think it's like the last 8 to 20% is usually like the number that are being offered to the public. The rest are being held by, I'm assuming they're split between Binance and maybe the creators themselves. That to me is a huge red flag because when ICOs are coming out, you're expected to at least sell 70 to 60% of your tokens to the public.
Right.
Like if you're anything
that's right.
below that, you were considered a scam.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, why do you pre-mine so many tokens and you're only offering 10% to the public? Like, obviously you're going to exit scam at some point in the future, right?
Well, if you're a company, you want to sell only, let's say, 10% of your coins to the public because maybe, a couple years down the line, you want to sell another 10% to the public.
Down the line?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Like an IEO?
Yeah. Why not? Why not do that?
Why would you do that? Because there's already tokens existed on the exchange. You just buy them through the exchange. Why would you want to buy them?
You need to raise more money.
Yeah, but people won't buy them from you. Like,
you just
maybe they will.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's what they have in mind, though. I don't know. Like, to me, that sounds really sketchy. You know? But who knows, man? Like, I think people would give Binance a little too much credit, in my opinion. But you have to. They control the market, man.
Yeah, that's true.
They are the exchange. It's the Mt. Gox of our day, you know?
Yeah, let me find that website that I sent you about. It's, here we go. Prepare to be amazed.
What the fuck is this?
The most prestigious investment company.
Damn, the most.
Look
Dude,
at
that
this.
image right there, that little, you see that?
Yeah.
I saw that on, what's that site you showed me? Where you get
Pixabay?
That was on Pixabay. I found that.
Yeah.
I saw it. I started laughing my ass off.
Look at this. So welcome to the CoinStation company, the most secure and trusted non-Ponzi cryptocurrency investment company.
Non-Ponzi. I can't believe they put that in there. Non-Ponzi cryptocurrency company.
CoinStation is a UK registered company that offers an optimally controlled and efficient cryptocurrency growth algorithm with the power to double the value of a wide range of cryptocurrency within 7 days.
Wow.
And then look at this scam indicator. Man, if there ever was one, here's one right now. Invest with us today and get double the value of your invested currencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and Dogecoin. In 7 days, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. They fucking bolded and capitalized the guaranteed.
It, and then they put 2 periods after it.
It's like cross fingers behind their back. That's what those 2 periods mean.
Right.
It's like,
and so
just kidding.
If you keep scrolling down, there's like this pseudo.
Dude, it looks like our fucking website, dude. Like the starry background.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Dude, that's exactly like they use the same Webflow you use, right? Like,
No, definitely not.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like when you scroll down our site, all this shit starts popping up.
Yeah, but they're not doing Webflow. Do these guys look familiar to you? We're looking at the team now.
Do they look familiar? No, I don't know who they are.
All right, so let's do this.
Yeah.
So now what you're supposed to do whenever you do research on a company is, read their website first, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
And then one of the steps that you do is you take a look at their team.
Mm-hmm. You got to know who's behind the project for sure.
And then once you take a look at the team, you take their images.
What'd you just do? Image search? You Googled image search.
Yeah.
And then you clicked on the first result. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Okay.
So now I'm dragging and dropping one of the images for this
team member.
This team member.
It's a chick. She looks kind of hot. It's like business hot. Holy fuck.
All right. Look at that. Etsy.com.
She's a stock photo.
Yeah. Oh, and they put the
like whatever they're selling on Etsy, they just put on her.
Yeah.
Wow. But basically there's like tons of sources where they used her picture. Well, maybe not tons, but
yeah,
it's just that one really. But that's enough.
No, there was other places, man. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Yeah, they're on different websites. The same lady is on different websites. Pinterest.
What was that one? Coughlin Advisors.
Yeah, the theme merry-go-round or the merry-go-round.
What is that? See, she's a team member. Some other fucking
yeah.
There she is.
Oh, there she is. It's like one of the stock images on this website.
Yeah, which is it looks like what is like a law firm or some shit.
Yeah. So I did this with the other characters on this website. They're all the same.
They're all the same.
stock images.
Stock images. Wow.
Point is, ladies and gentlemen,
there's a straight scam.
A couple of red flags on. So if you want to check it out, do not put any money. This is investment advice. Do not put any money in CoinStation.tech.
What does it actually do? Well, they just take your money and
they
they promise
to return
but they never do.
Double in 7 days.
Take off with it at some point.
And here's the thing, man. Here's my prediction. Something like this is going to take off again in this cycle, right? Just like BitConnect.
Fuck yes.
It's going to take, and they're going to be successful at it too, because they will be able to return 100%. Not maybe in 7 days, but eventually they'll be able to return 100% to you, and it will just be this Ponzi scheme all over again that takes off. I mean, BitConnect was worth over how many billions? Like 2 billion?
I don't know, but it was the top 10 almost.
Yeah, it was top 10. Yeah,
it was a big coin.
So, like I was saying, there's a couple of signs that you can kind of right off the bat know that this is a scam. First thing that they tell you that this is not a Ponzi scheme.
A non-Ponzi crypto.
So you can safely assume they're a Ponzi.
Hold on, click get started. I want to see what the process is.
So I already clicked on this. So to get started, you just basically sign up. You give them your name, a phone number, email, choose a password.
I just want to know, like, at what point do they like ask for your money? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah. And it looks, I mean, to any bystander, it looks like a reasonably...
It's a well-designed website.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's got everything it's got an about us. It's got a homepage. It's got an overview. It doesn't have a roadmap or anything. I guess it's already...
the roadmap was, right here.
Okay, it does.
It's not a roadmap. So it's create an account.
Okay, hold on. Create an account. Add investment. Choose your preferred investment option for any of the listed accepted cryptocurrency. You can add multiple investments as well. What does that mean? Choose your preferred investment option.
And look at this. In 7 days of investment, a double value of your invested cryptocurrency will be automatically sent to your investment wallet.
What?
Double. We should just put in 100K, man.
I kind of want to test it. Just put in like 100
Don't
bucks.
do that. Don't do that.
I just want to see, like,
no,
what do they mean?
Take your $100.
I don't know, man. See, I don't have the heart to like pull off scams and stuff, so I don't know how they're getting away with this stuff. But damn, they're definitely getting away with it.
But they're saying they're in UK, and on the map they're in Los Angeles.
It says down there their address is in Los Angeles too.
Yeah, so let me read this again. CoinStation is a UK registered company that offers an optimally controlled and efficient cryptocurrency growth algorithm.
UK registered, but they're based in
Los Angeles. Los Angeles.
So if you Google that address, what comes up? Well, on the bottom right, see 786 Main Road.
Oh, it's fake. I mean, it's a real location, I'm sure, but but it's just like buildings.
Look, it doesn't even pop up, dude. It's like not even an actual address, I think.
Yeah, maybe not. Hollies, California? Yeah, it's not coming up. So in a few minutes, you can easily break down any website to see, if it's legitimate or not.
So does this have a token or something or no?
No.
No token.
They're just designed to take your money.
Wow. How'd you find out about this again?
Well, I found out because I was reading a Quora post. Someone responded to a Quora question on whether Bitcoin has reached its high. This lady explains that it hasn't reached its high, but she was explaining other ways to make money from cryptocurrency, and this was one of the ways.
So it's somebody on the team or like
possible
shilling.
It's possible.
They're just trying to lure in people somehow.
But it's deceptive because 90% of what she was writing was like, advice to the question, right? It's an answer to the question, but 10% of it had CoinStation in there.
Yeah, well, you want to build rapport with you, right? You want to seem like I'm your friend.
Yes,
I'm here to guide you along in cryptocurrency land.
Yeah, and to be clear, she was completely wrong in what she was saying.
Well, they don't fucking know that.
Yeah, they don't.
This is Quora, dude. It's like the most basic of humans ever, dude.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody.
So
I'm just saying.
Yeah, here in the Block Runner, we try to keep you abreast as to these scams because, man, we're gonna see them hard this time.
Yeah,
there's gonna be brand new people in the crypto space. They're going to think that cryptocurrency is all about 10x returns in a few weeks. And, it's more than that.
Yeah, man, it's hard to figure out this space if you're a newcomer. Like really hard because there's just so much technical shit to know. But
oh, look at that.
Wow.
Some of the images don't even have and they're even using what? I don't know. This image is just somebody lazy. They took the Bitcoin icon from some website that has these hash marks over it. Like you're not supposed to use it, and they're just blatantly using it.
You can barely see them though.
Yeah.
But if you zoom in real hard, that's fucking lazy. You didn't even bother to Photoshop that or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. This is just human nature, man. If anybody could try and steal money out of your pocket, they're gonna do it, dude. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, and I also clicked on their icons. Like I want to see this guy's Twitter or Facebook.
You didn't even have a LinkedIn profile because that's the kicker.
It just goes home. Like you click on these icons and it just takes you to the same place.
Wow, this is awful.
Yeah,
this is embarrassing. Can't look at it anymore. Well, let's take it off my screen.
Well, that was your security alert for the week.
Yeah, man. Do your own research. Don't be stupid, man. When you're investing your money.
And most telling about a scam project is they say they guarantee anything.
Yeah, that's the big one. But that's just like any type of pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
But there's also scam projects that they claim they're creating this revolutionary technology.
Yeah,
they're not claiming any Ponzi. They have a white paper
Yeah.
And they claim like, we have this awesome team and invest in our project so we can make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then people do, and they build a community, and before you know it, they just disappear. That's exactly what happened to Confido.
Yep.
There was a legit Reddit community, Telegram, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the fucking like moderators and shit got scammed. Like people working for the company didn't realize it was a fucking scam. The company.
Same thing with BitConnect. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of people that thought it was legit, but it was clearly a scam.
Exactly. I felt so bad for all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't trust anybody, man. But it's so you gotta do your due diligence. Don't leave it up to Binance either, dude. Like,
yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Block Runner podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit us up on Twitter at the Block Runner, and go to our website, join the newsletter.
The website's dope. We got blogs coming in hot, dude.
Yep.
Like I said, if the last one I wrote, like if I would have wrote it like a day earlier, and it's like if you saw it, you would have had time to prepare for this Harmony launch.
Yeah,
because I legit was on. I didn't make any price predictions or anything, but I laid out the groundwork to why you should expect Harmony is going to come out the gate like rocking hard, and it's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so we've made a number of predictions since we started this. So far, we've been on point.
You predicted Bitcoin was going to the bottom basically. Whenever it's going to start its bullish trajectory because of the halvening event.
Yep.
That was a good call. So far, so good. We'll see what happens. There's still people out there claiming like this is just the bull trap or bear trap.
Yeah. So what's next for the Binance Launchpad? Is there another Harmony?
I looked at it today. No, so far nothing.
Where do you go to look at that?
You just Google Binance Launchpad.
Okay.
And then you just go to their site, and it has all the completed tokens and all the ones up next.
So for the next one, let's experiment. Let's go in as soon as it launches. I mean, as long as if the project is reasonably good, let's.
After this, everybody knows now. Like, they just explode. Like at first, it was like a typical ICO. Like it hit the exchange, it would dump, and then it would slowly build up, and then all of a sudden it went parabolic.
Yeah.
But this is the first one where literally straight out the gate, it just went ham.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to see a good website, Harmony.One. What's it? Harmony.One?
Harmony.One, something like that.
Yeah. That's a good website.
I mean, it's a legit project. It's got legit people. People get sold because it's like a team full of like old Google employees. And
now this is how you do a website. All right. I think let's call it. So that was a long outro, but we'll get back on the horse next week for another podcast. Make sure you reach out to us on Twitter at the Block Runner. Yeah. So we'll be posting more blog posts and making more predictions and kind of getting a feel for everything that's going on. And, of course, we'll be keeping you posted on any new developments.
But these are good times, though. Like a lot of interesting shit's happening.
Yeah. Now's the time, right? In another 12 months, prices are going to be way too high. No one's going to tell you that it's a good time to invest.
No. Well, yeah, this is a good time to just get in.
Yeah.
Start doing your research.
Yeah, get in. It'll force you to do your research.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Block Runner podcast. Make sure you visit our website, theblockrunner.com, and sign up to stay up to date on the latest in crypto. Also, reach out to us on Twitter at the Block Runner.